Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Chef Vic Cuisine. Today, we're making bacon-wrapped potato roses. Now, you want to try something other than chocolate on Valentine's Day, or you want to make a romantic gesture through cooking? Try this recipe, and you and your loved ones will surely be impressed. So, let's get started. Before we get started with the recipe, we want to preheat our oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 204 degrees Celsius. And you also want to spray a muffin pan with some non-stick cooking spray. Now, first step in this recipe is that we want to slice about 6 medium Yukon Gold potatoes lengthwise into a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch thick slice using a mandolin slicer. And always be careful using a slicer like this. They're very sharp, so I use a protective glove as well as a tool to grab onto the potato itself so that I'm not directly handling it on the blade. But take your time with this, as you'll need about 6 potatoes worth of slices. And once you have them all, you can set them aside. Now you want to have 1 sprig of rosemary that you're going to remove the leaves from the stem and finely chop them. Moving on, in a large bowl, we want to add in our potato slices, half a cup of unsalted butter that's been melted, the chopped rosemary leaves, 1½ teaspoons of garlic powder, 1½ teaspoons of onion powder, as well as some salt and black pepper to taste. Toss all the potato slices until they're all evenly coated with these ingredients. Now, in total for this recipe, we're going to need about 12 slices of bacon, and we're going to place 2 pieces of bacon onto a clean working surface, overlapping the bacon slices about halfway lengthwise. Place the potato slices along the edge of the bacon slices, slightly overlapping them, which will create our rose effect. And once they're all layered down the length of the 2 bacon slices, we want to sprinkle on about 2 to 3 tablespoons worth of shredded cheese onto the potato slices, aiming to place it over the portion of the potato slices that will cover the bacon. In total for this recipe, we're going to need about 1 1/4 cups worth of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. Try saying that 3 times. With the cheese added, we want to carefully roll up the bacon, the potato slices, and the cheese to form the rose. And we're going to repeat this process with the remaining amount of bacon, potato slices, and cheese. We're going to place our roses into the prepared muffin pan. And now you want to fan out the potato slices to emulate the petals of a rose. We're going to place this in the oven and bake these for 1 hour, covering the pan with aluminum foil to prevent them from over browning. Remove the aluminum foil after the first hour and allow the edges of the potato to slightly crisp in the oven for another 8 to 10 minutes. Making sure to monitor this so they don't overbake. And after that time is up, we want to remove them from the oven and allow them to cool in the pan slightly before serving. And just like that, you've made bacon wrapped potato roses, a super eye-catching dinner or side dish option. Tucking the potato slices as you roll is key to securing the rose, so make sure you do that pretty well. But you definitely want to pull out this recipe for one of those special date nights or for Valentine's Day. Or if you're in a treat yourself mood, go ahead and make this for yourself too. And when you do try this recipe, be sure to tag me at Chef Vic Cuisine or hashtag Chef Vic Cuisine so I can see your awesome take on this dish. As always, this recipe and many more can be found in my cookbook, Chef Vic Cuisine Volume 3, Upgrading Your Inner Chef. And that's available on Amazon, and I'll be sure to leave a link to that in my description box. And feel free to click the pop-up on your screen for more information on that as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this recipe, and if you did, make sure you smash that like button for me. It really helps the channel out by boosting it in the YouTube's algorithm so that more people can see this recipe. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Victor, and welcome to Chef Vic Cuisine. It's my goal to release new recipes that you can make at home for yourself, your family, or your friends. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you click that subscribe button too. And sharing is caring, so if you think someone else will enjoy this recipe just as much as you did, feel free to share this with all your family and friends. And stay tuned for next week where we show you another great potato-themed dish, my potato soup recipe. It's really easy to make and it's so good. Well, thank you all again for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you for all the support. You can always check out more recipes on my page now. YouTube thinks you'll like this one, so let's see if they're right. And I'll catch you next time on another episode of Chef Vic Cuisine. And until then, peace.